What's going on? It's your favorite racing, fighting, and role-playing gaming Jackal, Goddrifter, and welcome to a interesting live stream. So, I had this idea of basically judging my vehicles, um, the year I actually got it to what happened right after, well, multiple years. So today I'm actually in Need for Speed Heat. Um, and keep in mind, the game came out around November of 2019. So the game is quite figuratively and literally 6 years old. So, and I expect it'll be seven. Yeah, it'll be seven in around November. So, yeah, long story short, this is a 6 year old game. It's basically what it is. It's crazy. It's crazy to say when you're looking at this game and it's like, wow, what system you playing this on? And it's like, dude, this game originally came on PS4, and when these amount came out with PS5, everybody, it's not the fact that they, not the fact that they ditched PS4 players. Um, it's the fact that in order to actually play the game, um, and they had for PS4. It'll be either PS4 Pro or PS5. That's basically what it is. So, without further ado, I'll go and do this on solo, so that way I don't have that stupid what's that called? So I don't have that stupid. Oh, the online lobby is the server you're in will be ending soon. It's like, yo, what the heck? I just got here. It's like, it's insane. But yeah. So what was I wondering? This is actually my first time ever doing this sort of live stream, judging my own cars from 5 years ago, 5 to 6 years ago, all the way up to now. Has my taste changed? Yeah. Am I going to be biased? Not in the slightest, because if I like a certain car, that doesn't mean actually, you know, that sounds like sliced bread. So, without any further, hold on a second. Crap. Okay. Alright, so, was wondering, yes, I have 105 cars. And was wondering what the heck is this studio thing? Well, it's for the mobile app. You can actually customize the cars in USB Heat, in the USB Heat mobile app, and it's not as detailed, but and not to mention the actual vehicle itself, um, themselves are actually a little bit limited in terms of what you can do to it. So yeah, without further ado, let's go on to all 105 cars. So is that okay? So this is the first one, a Nissan 370Z Heritage Edition. Let's take a look at it. So it has the pre-facelift bumper, tinted headlights, rotor forms, endless, endless, yeah, endless brakes, stretched tires too. Okay, okay, has the Izanami plate. Okay, so okay, so this is actually one of the many times where I actually kept this simple and clean. The only thing I did to it was a wide body. Um, I think there's a pre-face rear bumper, if I remember correctly. Tinted taillights, a lift spoiler, and it's Okay, so I think this car is bagged. I don't know. I do like the front splitter. Keep in mind that I think this was my Wonga midnight phase where, or actually no, this was my TXR phase, which I still am in now. Um, and actually, oh, okay, now actually, hold on. Okay, I just realized I had the um stock hood. Um, okay, that's interesting. So for the most part, okay, I just realized are those carbon mirrors? Or these are just painted black. I think these are literally just painted black. So in terms of what rating I'm going to give it, it's a clean car. Body is okay. Um, I do like the fact that you can actually have a preface bumper on a 2019 Diesel 370Z. This is a 7 out of 10, and the reason why I say it's a 7 out of 10 is because uh, I think my wheel choice could have been better. I could have gone with Works, or I could have gone with some 5052s. The water farms are okay. I feel like the water farms are for like Euro spec vehicles, so there's that to say the least. And that's when it's completely different from needs to be in a balanced 370Z where this is clean, that one is full on drift spec. So there's a lot for the most part. Alright, up next, oh snap. This is my Volkswagen Beetle from 1963. Um, and so in terms of the history with the Beetle and this channel, I didn't use the Beetle in Need for Speed Payback. In Need for Speed Payback story mode. This was inspired by a RWB variant of a Volkswagen Beetle, which, you know, wide flares, a RWB type wing and trunk, the whole 9 yards. And you guys probably recognize this Beetle because okay, why else wouldn't I recreate it? Um, the car itself is kind of sick. And not to mention this actually some and this between this and the Unbound and my Need to Be Unbound Beetle are completely different spec vehicles. This is more of a track weapon. The one in Unbound is built for off-road use. So there's that. So this is actually my first 8 out of 10. Um, Up next, it is my Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9 from 2007. So for those that did not know, originally I actually wanted to continue my web series known as One Gun Theory with Need for Speed Heat because, well, Need for Speed Payback, then Need for Speed Heat, and then Need for Speed Unbound. But, um, but yeah, every time I actually wanted to do it, it was, there's not enough cars that I can actually do it with. And I can only make so many episodes, but then it's like, yeah, you're good. So, oh no, never mind. This is okay. So I did. So for those that were wondering, yes, I did recreate the cover cars from these be cart from Carver. Yeah, I recreated the cover cars from each Need for Speed game. So, well, except for um, one. Wait, no, did I did run Presenting Speed? It's beyond me. Um, but yeah, I did this. Like, so I recreated the car from Need for Speed Carbon, which keep in mind is literally just is like a dark wine red, and along with the Challenger, there's that to say the least. Um, so for those wondering, full vortex kit. Uh, along with the wing. Actually, that's probably one of the many track based bike is actually liked on the Evo. Um, and if I was wondering, my favorite, wondering what my favorite bike is for the Evo, for the Evos 7, 8, and 9, it would definitely have to be the Sea West kit from, let's see, to be specific, the Sea West, I think it's the N1, um, N1 spec bike kit for it. That's basically what it is. So I'll give this a 6. And the reason why I put in a 6 over like high 7, 8, or 9 is because this car, unfortunately, came with a reputation that, oh, this of the car being meta as heck. I kid you not. This car, I'm not joking when I say this. People complained that this car was OP. Where RSR is OP. Like, oh, RSR is OP. Oh, McLaren F1s are McLaren F1's OP. Such is OP. Dear Lord. Alright, up next it is the 180SX Type X from 1996. This is my first car in Need for Speed Heat. Yeah, heck, I was wondering, uh, yeah, well, 180, was it 180 BRN? So basically, I was wondering so it's 180 degree birds. That's basically what it is. Um, keep in mind, this was black with this car was completely blacked out. Like, I kid you not, completely blacked out, Workmeisters, um, and a full-on Rocket Bunny kit, which I don't know if I still have. I don't know if I still have that livery though. Actually, no. Actually, let me check because I'm curious. Do I still have that livery? Let's check the library. No, I don't. Day. Yeah, this was 2022. That's 2021. Um, yeah, that's unfortunate that I no longer have the yeah, I no longer have the what's that called? Have the livery for it. Now I'm bummed out. Dang. Okay. I thought I still had that. But you can actually watch the actual um all right, there we go. So I did this. So for the most part, I actually love doing this trick. Um, basically just pick the same car that's in the front. Not to mention, you guys are gonna be seeing a little bit of repeats of certain cars, so there's that to say the least. Alright. Wait, what the bruh? Alright, duh. Um oh, like, what the heck's going on? And it's like, I get it. I guess that has to be that anyway. So, anyway, Alright, the 180SX. This was my first car, and I didn't buy, and I ended up upgrading from this to a Mustang Boss, a Countach. Wait, no, my second car. Though, so funny enough, my second car was a 370Z in the Let's Play, and then so it was that Countach, and then Evo, and I beat the game with the Evo, and I bought an R34 after. So, this is one of the OGs. I given it a unfortunately, I gotta give this the same rating as the Evo 8 or Evo 9, a 6 out of 10, because like the Evo, people complain that the 180 is extremely overpowered for what it is. Right, up next we have, oh boy, so we have a 350Z, and was wondering, this thing has a V8, so that take that how you will, but that's just letting you guys know now. Okay, so this is actually one of the many weird designed vehicles I actually did. So we have Nardo Gray, Nardo Gray on red carbon accents, or well, red carbon parts. So yeah, the crazy part about this is the fact that, well, for one, this thing has a V8. Just letting you guys know now, this thing has a V8. How long did it take? It took too long to actually for me to answer no, actually, it took way longer than I expected, but I actually made it work. So that's it at least. Alright. So yeah, full Rocket Bunny kit. Workmeisters on two different aspects. The front is red carbon lip with Nardo Gray spokes, and then the rear is Nardo Gray lip and carbon red spokes. That's basically what it is. So yeah, it's Nardo Gray on red carbon. It's not even red carbon. It's wine red carbon. Which I'm not gonna lie. Looking at it now, this seems like it seems like someone will actually do for SEMA. Like they will actually legit had the carbon painted, and it's like, okay, that's actually kind of cool. And it's like, oh my god, look at the weave. The weave is sick. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Obviously in Juku Racing, Society. I think that is, or not to mention a bunch of sponsors there. So yeah, I'm finna give this an 8. It's actually kind of decent. Now, the McLaren F1. Funny enough, I can street say. So funny enough, you're going to be seeing that not all of the vehicles are actually, customized. So yeah, long story short, ended up keeping these cars. Yeah, ended up keeping these cars stock. So yeah, the rating is voided. Just so you guys know, you guys are gonna be seeing a bunch of stock, well, not stock per se, but you guys go see upgraded but not upgraded physically type cars. Up next, oh my goodness. All right, so you guys want to hear a story? The first time I actually did this was New Year's Eve 2015, and keep in mind that around that time, um, I'm not gonna lie, it was a crazy vehicle to actually get in New Year's Eve 2015 because of how expensive the car was, and I was like, oh, a Murcielago, okay, that's cool, and then I looked at the white body, I'm like, there's a Liberty Walk kit for like wait, what the heck's Liberty Walk? And then like, oh let me look at it and then it's like, oh that looks sick. But it didn't have the big wide wing it has now. It had the V1 wing, that's basically what it is. Um and each and every single one of these are every single game is completely different from Need for Speed 2015, Need for Speed Payback, Need for Speed Heat, and then Need for Speed Unbound. So there's that for the most part. Um, but well, yeah, I think okay. So the crazy thing about this is that every single time I actually recreate this vehicle, um, a lot of the kanji will be missing. I'm like, yo, where the heck did all the kanji go? Um, oh crap, I forgot to actually let you guys vote as well. Um, so we'll come back to this. So, oh shoot, hold on a second. No, that's not it. There we go. Now we can actually. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. So this basically what it is. So I'm gonna let you guys rate so far. Um, so it is 1 through 7. Wait, yeah, 1 through 6. Because I haven't given a rating yet. So there's a lot to say the least. Um, all right. But yeah. But is it on chat? Um, just be really honest and then just throw up a number. Just about each of the cars because you never know. So we have so far I've judged the 370Z, the Volkswagen Beetle, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9. We have a 180SX, a V8 Power 350Z, and a stock but fully upgraded McLaren F1 P1. Dear Lord. All right. Um, all right. So in terms of Murcielago, I recreated this car multiple times, can possibly count. But I think I started this new trend for the Murcielago in 2015. So there's that for the most part. Now originally the one in 2015 was originally yellow because I wanted a yellow Murcielago in the game, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But then it's like, wait, this color is unique. because no one has recreated, no one has created this satin black on neon neon Lambo green. That's basically what it is. Um, but yeah, this is actually my first 9. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Alright, up next. Oh lord. Okay, so we got a season assist. That's basically what it is. A season assist, season assist. Now, the crazy thing is that I have yet to actually customize this card because, well, for one, the majority of the parts are race. It's either race car parts or cars or parts from its racer counterparts. So thus, is you have a lot. If you have a lot of season assists, you get FXXK. That's basically what it is. So season assist out of season assist. All right. Up next, we have. Oh, you guys gonna be seeing a lot of Drift Club, Rogue Speed type liveries for it. So there's that for the most part. Um, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the many trucks I actually did customize, and I legit went wild with this one. So there's that to say the least. Um, oh my, I'm not gonna lie, the Do You Lift play actually is insane. Now, I was wondering, I did swap the EcoBoost V6 for a Jag V8, and it still sounds better than it. Still sounds better than the EcoBoost. Just saying. Um, but yeah, I went full on trophy truck spec with the chaser rack and basically 50/52s. That's not bad actually. And actually did have a shadow, obviously a shadow, um, basically a shadow design on the rear, on the front windshield. But that's past me. That's past me's problem. Um, so some of the vehicles you're gonna be seeing are actually built for competition, and it's because well, obviously I did join a because keep in mind this was before um Need for Speed Heats this is before the community is being shut down because I don't know why you shut it down in the first place. They could have brought that back in Need Speed, no, Need Speed. They could have brought that back in PlayStation 5, but they didn't see the problem with it. It's like okay, so this I gotta give. This is a possible. This is a 5 out of 10. I'm sorry, but Chuck's cool, but it's not that good competition wise. It's good. It's a good off-roader, and this thing is a beast when it comes to um, dealing with cops in the game. But other than that, it's okay. It's all right. All right. Up next, we have. Oh snap. Okay, so for those that are wondering what the heck I made, it has the Reaper plate. So this was, like I said originally, I wanted to continue my Wagun Fury series in HP Heat. But because Gran Turismo has more diverse vehicles, I'm not, and trying my best not to do, the 3 vehicles are already been used. It's like, okay, that's freaking cool, but at the same time, why? That's basically what it was. It was like, okay, cool, but why? The type of situation. Alright, up next we have. Oh snap. Alright, so we have a interesting thing for the most part. We have a Civic Type R, and I based this livery on. I am now checking when I say this. I based this livery on the Advent on the Advent livery for it, and it was actually kind of sick. Uh, excuse me. It's like, okay, so we have. Well, yeah, it's absolutely interesting to. And looking at this now, I didn't see it. I didn't see this coming. I was like, okay. I ended up liking this car. It needs to be heat. 317 is the rating. The customization is not bad. That's all I gotta say. The customization is not bad, but they could have used a different Civic. Like the FK8 exists for, so that way this car can actually retire to peace. That's basically what it is. But keep in mind, this is the European Civic Type R. We didn't get this Type R. This is the 2015, so this one was our ninth gen Civic Si and Civic Si Coupe. That's basically what it is. Up next, it is the Chevy C10 stepside pickup. Now, I did do. So for those that so for those that are new to my channel, I did a thing called city drifting. And this was inspired by. As a matter of fact, yeah, this was inspired by Gymkhana, and actually was and actually legit drifted all over. What's it called? Ended up drifting all over Palm City. I think the video is still there. I'm absolutely certain the video is still there. But this has a different livery back then, and from that to now, it's a full-on street truck, to say the least. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, this is actually my first ever 10 out of 10. Yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 vehicle because it's very diverse. You can actually do it what you want with the vehicle and still look good. Up next, so for those that are wondering, what the heck am I? Or those that are thinking, what the fuck am I looking at? This is my junk Mustang. This is the Dustang. So for those that are wondering, what the heck is Dustang? The Dustang is it's basically a junked Mustang. Specifically, this is a junked Fox body Mustang with, even though it looks like it came out of the junkyard, this thing is fast as heck. I am not joking when I say that. This started in 2015, but it was a drift missile, and then Needs to Be Payback was like, oh, you want to go drag racing? It's like, heck yeah, so built the car for drag racing, and looking at it now, it still looks like a drag racer. Even though the car is completely junked the mess out of it, so there's that for the most part. And I did not mean to pick it. Jeez. Good. Alright, hold on. Before we go any further, I'm going to just hop on back to the C7. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyway. Oh yeah, the Stang. Yeah, this is a 9 out of 10 too. All right, up next it is the Porsche 911 Carrera S from 1997. This is the 993 model. And oh, okay. So a bit of context. I actually did like how because Nakai-san names their vehicles, as he names his vehicles off of certain things. So because we have Stella Artois for his nine for his Porsche 930, and then there's also uh, the Najinata, the Nati Dread. There's the Hoonigan 964. There's the Pandora 1 993. Uh, and it's absolutely crazy how we look at RWBs now. Um, and so I actually end up naming this the Yukiona or the Snow Woman. Because basically, so for those wondering, it is white on white. White on white was blue on the headlights, the lettering, and I think that's about it. Yeah, everything else is. But overall, it's a very clean. It's not well. It's unique in certain aspects, but hey, if it's RWB, you need it. That's basically what it is. So this is a 10 out of 10. I did so far 10 out of 10 so far. It's crazy. This is my recreation of the Mustang from NXT 2015, and if I was already know, my Mustang in NXT 2015 did not look like this. This actually the was from the trailer, and if I was wondering, yes, the RTR lights do work. Um, so there's that for the most part. Up next we have the cease and desist Testarossa Coupe from 1980 84. Okay, so alright, so unlike my Testarossa needs to be abound, needs to be Heat's interpretation is black on chrome BBSs. Simple look, yeah, simple look, simple vehicle, simple rating, a simple 10 out of 10. That's basically what it is. Next, oh snap. Oh my goodness. Well, I had to get to this one eventually. So, back in, back before I got Need Speed Unbound for a very cheap price. Like I legit got the game, got Unbound for like $39.99. Along with GTA Online for $39.99. I ended up getting this. Actually, ended up buying this vehicle, and I made it to a Speed Hunters edition, and let's just say the vehicle itself is cool, but at the same time, this is one of those why do you do this type of moments. So, like I said, and not to mention there was a competition. Keep that in mind. Um, and this was a interesting thing because it was a Speed Hunters edition. I say Speed Hunters variant, and it's like okay, it's a Speed Hunters sponsor thing. And it's like okay, so it's like okay, it's 340. There you go, either 342 or 338. I was like, okay, shoot, might as well go 342. Never won any races with it. That's basically what it is. So this is a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not good either. It has the right race car cast HREs, different sets of HREs actually. Um, All right, up next we have my Audi R8. Um, oh my goodness. I can't believe I had that as a license plate. Rated R. That's crazy. Oh yeah, yeah. I think I don't know if it's just but I'm surprised no one did more R8 related license plates. Um, well yeah. So this is actually one of those moments where it's like, oh, I like the preface more than the facelift did because, oh yeah, not gonna lie, I wasn't the biggest fan of the facelift and model of the Audi R8 second gen. I was used to this specific model of the Audi R8 preface, whereas I love both the preface and facelift of the first gen. Second gen preface is loved. I did not like the post facelift model. So yeah, that's basically it for the R8. So yeah, it's simple. It's a wing delete on bronze voice center wheels. Along with basically putting the pre-face of the parts onto the car. You know, this is a 2019 Audi R8, which is absolutely crazy. Up next we have okay, so this is a Huracan Performante. This is actually one of those cars you actually get for completing one of 6 tasks. So it is a satin Sonic Silver. Well, no, it's not a satin Sonic. This is a matte. This is a matte. This is a matte faded blue. That's basically. Was it no? Oh my goodness. For those that don't know what color, because even I don't know what color this is, and it's actually the car is the livery, not livery. It's basically the color actually made this vehicle, and it's like, okay, what are we calling this? What are we calling this color? Because that's basically wasn't bothering me the entire time. I was wondering, yes, this is the roadster model instead of the coupe model. Um, So yeah, it is on HREs once again. I think like okay, so for those wondering, the majority of the vehicles you're gonna be seeing are either works, 5052s, waterforms, or or HREs. Literally for all the many rims that are in the game. So uh, there's that. I'm gonna give this a 9. This is a 9 out of 10. Alright, so originally, okay, so we have the Volkswagen Golf GTI in 1976. So originally, it had this car non-white bodied. It was blue. It had an RB26. It was perfect. But then I felt a little nostalgia, so I ended up downloading this livery. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks kind of sick, even though it's like, oh, they have this vehicle in the game. All right, hold on. Well, yeah, like this is, but yeah, it didn't transcend to needs to be unbound, so it still needs to be heat. And needs to be unbound, I didn't, like I said, I bought a Volkswagen Golf GTI Mark 1, but I didn't bother recreating a livery, didn't bother creating a livery for it because unbound still has that weird glitch that it has, where it's like, oh, you're, like, oh, the livery doesn't save properly. It's like, what the heck, man? You better save my livery. And also, um, 6 out of 10. Up next, we have the BMW M2 competition from 2019. This is the cool BMW M2, and not the BMW 2 M2 that you saw in Needs to Be About, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, it's actually one of the cleaner builds I had. Let's think about this. This was one of the more cleaner builds I have in Need for Speed Heat. But the crazy part is that of all the vehicles I have, or actually all the BMWs I've bought, the BMW M2 is always the cleaner variant of any sort of vehicle I had in the games. So there's that, and I actually do appreciate it about the BMW 2 looking clean still. This is a 8 out of 10. Up next, it's my oh my goodness, my dream car, dream affordable, my dream affordable my dream affordable dream car. Um, is it, no, this is the dream affordable obtainable um customizing every way car. This is a 2008 to 2015 Mitsubishi Evo 10. Now, I know you guys gonna be thinking, dude, why you like the Evo 10? The Evo 9 is better. The Evo 8 is better. The Evo 7 is better. Any other Evo than Evo 10 is better. Well, for me, this was the car that stuck with me since DSP Pro Street. And yeah, it's one of the many things I actually do like about the Evo is the fact how aggressive it looks. And then if you add like a bike kit, ooh, especially if it's a Varus or a Street Fighter kit, you're good to go, my mommy. Okay. So this is a like the rating for the customization is it's a 9 out of 10. Alright, up next it is the 911 Turbo Exclusive S. So okay, I love that one. Okay, so that's interesting. Now, crazy enough, this is actually one of the more modern Porsches I actually do like. That's not a GT Story RS or a GT2 RS. This is different for a reason. This is the so for those who are wondering, the turbo model Porsches are usually the more powerful and the more boost the most boost friendly other Porsches, because why in the world not? Um, and not to mention, I actually kept it clean for that's good for one. So a this is a 7 out of 10. It doesn't the only thing that bumps it down was the fact that it can't be customized. Even though it'll be customized, it needs to be in the middle. Alright, up next, it is the 3 set. Oh god. The heck what in the world am I looking at? Okay. So for context, it was a trend for any Z to have carbon front end except for the front bumper, and have basically wheels are bigger than 19 to 20s, and also have a carbon trunk and a carbon roof. Yeah, it was that bad. So for those who are wondering, um, wondering, actually this was a trend that I ended up following for the games to come, and it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it looked kind of tacky in my opinion. So Yeah, this, and not to mention the 370, the newest model 370Z is probably a little bit worse than the regular 370Z. So this is my first 3 out of 10. I'm sorry, but I did not like how I designed this car. Oh my goodness. 20-year-old me, what the heck have you been smoking? Anyway, we have the BMW Z4 M40i, aka the Supra, or the BMW Supra. That's basically what it is. Uh, so this, so even though the chassis goes the same as, not chassis, the same chassis is made for the Supra. They gave us a Supra in the form of the BMW Z4, which I'm not gonna lie, it's okay. I'm not mad at it, but it's an okay type thing. Um, so yeah, I went for full wide body work. Oh, okay, serious. The freaking HREs and basically basically a custom car in general. So this it looks like it just came out of SEMA and someone sold it already. Not to mention I rarely use this vehicle. So this is a. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably a two. Two on the used size. Customization wise, it's a 6. It's not bad. Alright, up next. Oh man, okay, so I already know Addison will like this one. Or any woman whose favorite color happens to be pink. This is my first pink vehicle I owned in Need for Speed Heat. And it is a form of a 350Z that has literally has a hybrid swap to it. Oh my goodness! And not to mention the vehicle itself it's not bad. It could have been better. Um, if I wasn't wondering, this is actually one of the many vehicles that Cosmos wheels. Um, which I'm not gonna lie, it's a clean wheel. I ain't gonna hold you. This is a clean wheel. So this, yes, this is not just pink. This is hot candy pink. That's basically what it is. Um, and yet I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. And the reason I say it's a 9 out of 10 because um, it's funny enough, if you put the if you Polestar saw the vehicle, I can guarantee you that you are flying with that mess. Yeah, you're basically making 1,000 horsepower with a 2 liter 2 liter inline 4 hybrid on the Polestar, and you're basically just dusting everybody. Like, it's crazy. All right, we have the Infiniti Q60S. Now, of all the vehicles that actually that I would usually would see, okay, so funny enough, so for those wondering, every single LA Auto show, I would go to Infiniti and I would sit in a Q60, and funny enough, it's very spacious for what it is. Um, I just do wish they actually have better. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. This is probably not one of the worst cars when it comes to customization, but it could have been better, in my opinion, of course. So this is this is a 5 out of 10. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just middle of the road. That's basically what it is. Alright, another 180SX. But this one is a recreation of But this is a legit recreation from Need for Speed Underground. Yeah, from Need for Speed Underground. If you actually play Need for Speed Underground, you will see if you have looked at because there's a livery in a livery. There was a vinyl in Need for Speed Underground where where one half is an angel and the other half is basically a Grim Reaper of some sorts with a whole bunch of tombstones, and then um, and they will have this woman in on the freaking hood and on the roof, but then have the Grim Reaper on the rear end of the vehicle. It's crazy. It was one of the crazier liveries I've seen, and I was like, okay, that looks tough, but at the same time, it looks good for what it is. So this is a I would say a 7 out of 10. Up next, it is okay, so it's not my murdered out C63. This is my full blown race car C63. Um, with the paint splash as well. Which I'm not gonna lie, this was as a fun fact, this was a livery made in the mobile app, and I'm not gonna lie, it looked crazy, and man, it was worth it. And it was on order forms too, so there's that. Up next, we have this is actually one of the rare it's basically one of my rare moments in the game where I ended up creating my home's car culture, aka the good old fashioned lowrider. Now, if I was wondering what this was be, this was supposed to be a big Regal, but they didn't have a Regal. But the closest thing we had it to was a GNX. Um, so painting the vehicle bronze. So basically, this is um, chocolate bronze, and and quite obviously, it had some pinstriping done with the. All right, so this is supposed to be like a vinyl half the roof, and it's supposed to be some pinstriping. That's basically what it is. Um, Not gonna lie, this is actually one of the many. It's one of the rare moments where I actually did create a lowrider out of something that is supposed to be, the '80s king, beating out every single '80s muscle car, and it almost beat the Corvette, but they got to discontinue it because Chevrolet was like, it cannot be faster than the Corvette. Like, why you do this? Why GM? Why do you have to discontinue the GNX? It was a chosen one. Oh my goodness. Alright. Up next, BMW M5. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually did like I forgot this at the Blake plate. um, I ain't gonna hold you. This is one of my favorite vehicles that came in stock, and it looked wonderful. It looked amazing. But then it's let's add extra bits to it. So I ended up putting M parts to the vehicle that basically didn't need M parts. That's basically what it is. So yeah, this is a 7 out of 10. Up next is the Pagani Huayra BC. I rarely use this car. Like, don't get me wrong, the car looks amazing, but I literally rarely use this car. I think that's the biggest problem with with this car. It's like once you have the time for it, you barely use it. That's basically what happened with this vehicle. It's barely used. So this is my first 1 out of 10, and I'm saying 1 out of 10 because not only that it is too darn expensive for what it is, but it gets outdone by the other vehicles in that class. So there's that for the most part. I think the only thing that saves it is the fact that, well, there's two things that actually saves it from being a full down zero. One, it has an amazing engine now. Like, who doesn't want to hear a Mercedes V12 that literally screams in Palm City? And two, the car is customizable. Which in hindsight, I'm not gonna lie, this should have that special tag in the BC. But then again, it didn't do that with Need Speed Payback, so there's that for the most part. Alright, we have the McLaren 570S. This car, I'm not gonna lie, this car has been in every modern Need for Speed game. I am not joking when I say this. This is the Gallardo. Wait, no, that would be the Huracan, my bad. Excuse me. This is this game's MP4. That's basically what it is. This is an MP4 to C of the Need for Speed universe. And the reason why I say that is because this car is freaking everywhere. I am not joking. So, this car originally came in Need for Speed. I think it's Need for Speed 2015, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Need for Speed 2015, and then it showed up in Payback, and then in Heat, and well, Heat has 3 more variants. That's basically what it is. It has 3 more variants, one of which is a 570 Spider, and then another one is a 600 LT, where you have to do speed traps for. That's basically what it is. And it's actually not bad. So if I was wondering what I did a attempt recreation of the Liberty Walk 650S from CSR2, which the crazy part is I haven't got the vehicle yet. Oh my god. And I'm not gonna lie, I am actually don't like how it's not the fact that if you have it then that's cool. It's the fact that it takes so long to actually get it, and then once you finally got it, it'd be like it's like you started this game and then many years later, oh, I finally got the vehicle that came out literally the year after the year after the game launched. It's like, yo, what the heck am I looking at? But yeah, this is a 8 out of 10, 3 out of 10 for how constant the car shows up at. Well, next we have, well, obviously the Gallardo of basically the Gallardo of these 3 games. We have the Lamborghini Huracan. This is actually the rare times where I didn't do a Liberty Walk kit for it, because there's already one that has it. And so instead of that, I done a mandatory kit for it. And TLDR, car looks good in the front. The rear, on the other hand, it looks like a knockoff. It looked basically like a knockoff Performante. That's just basically what it is. It's a. This is a 7. I apologize for those that are offended by my ratings, but this is a 7 out of 10. Up next, we have my attempt at a Golf R32. So, For those that are not too familiar, I also do Itasha vehicles, and the only way to do this with this game is, well, this. It's basically what it is. Um, but yeah, I am actually shocked that I actually ended up with a vehicle like this. So I was wondering, yes, this is my this is my attempt of making he basically performance wise I actually wanted to recreate an R32. So for those that are wondering, no, not the R32 GTR from Nissan. No, we're talking Volkswagen Golf R32. So what it is a basically it is a V6 turned horizontally um, horizontally to longitude and uh, tilted 5 degrees to the front. So there's that for the most part. It's like okay, that makes no sense at all whatsoever. But hey, if it's good, it's good. Um, so basically, it's a V6, um, but the and not to mention the cylinders are so uneven. It's not an inline. It's not a V. It's um like two cylinders would be on the same spot, while one cylinder would be over it. So it's like okay, yeah. Um, so yeah, 8 out of 10. Actually, the crazy part about this Golf is the fact that it's actually one of many European vehicles I actually do like a platinum kit on. That's my opinion. Up next, we have the BMW M3 from 2010. So this, out of all the BMWs in the game, this has the best sounding V8. And oh my goodness, this is another vehicle I actually had recreated a recreated a cover car for. And I was wondering, Need Speed Shift has an M3 GT, not a GT2, a M3 GT in Need Speed Shift, but it turns to a GT2 um, once you fully convert to it works conversion. That's basically what it was. But I decided, you know what? Let's go for a Liberty Walk M3 E92 type look to it. Not to mention the cars are HREs, and yeah, it's basically it. Color of it is basically a satin royal purple. Uh, and lastly, it is on gold. Let's see, gold on gold. Um, yeah, this is gold on gold HRE wheels. So there's that for the most part. This is a 10 out of 10. Up next, that's the E30 M3, and it's a DTM sponsored one. Well, also sponsored by Speed Hunters, but yeah, who knows? Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Um, but yeah. Well, yeah. I didn't do the Phantom kit because um I was no, I was thinking there was a Phantom kit in these. No, there was. My bad. I didn't think about it. I was like, wait, there was a Phantom kit for it, but uh, I was like, because I was like, man, I already have like a lot of Platinum, Rocket Bunny, Liberty Walk type bike kits. Let's go for a DTM kit. And the DTM kit was worth it. So it's a win-win for me. So it is. Oh, and this thing has a freaking 2.9 liter V8. Um, not bad. Not bad for what it has. This is a 10 out of 10 on basically everything for the most part. Up next, we have the Porsche 930, aka the most meta vehicle in existence, and it's rocking a 3.5 liter V6 from a 350Z. And was wondering, yes, this is the cover car for Need for Speed Need for Speed 2015. And was wondering, uh, okay, hold on, how the heck is this car a cover car for Need for Speed 2015? If you look behind the BRZ in that cover, you will see a not BMW, a Porsche 911 Carrera RSR with an RWB kit. So yeah, meta stupid. I was stupid, but rating wise, I will give this a 9. Up next, we have Volvo 242 DL, and this thing is a full-on sleeper. And I was wondering, okay, hold on, how the heck is this a sleeper? Well, look at the rating. It's a 400 plus vehicle. Now, most people wouldn't bother with a Volvo because obviously a lot of people look at the. Because I think a lot of players who looked at a Volvo were like, man, they just don't get this car out of here. This car is dumb. Like, why did you bring this here? It's like, oh boy, he does not know. You poor summer child. It's like, yo. All right, up next. Oh, I had rating. 6 out of 10. Anyways, 600 LT. So this is the vehicle that you get from doing. I think this is all other speed champs and all the jumps. But either way, car was absolutely amazing. It's just the fact that it's what's that called? It's just the fact that the car is not customizable. I hate it when they do that. It's like, oh, it's a nice looking car, but it's like, oh, you can only do certain things to it. It's like, are you kidding me? Up next, we have the Lamborghini Huracan. And keep in mind, this is the regular Lamborghini Huracan, not the Huracan Performante, because if it was a Performante, you wouldn't be able to actually customize it in the first place. So there's that for the most part. So this is. So I was wondering what color this is. This is. You know what? You know what? Actually, I have a name for it. This is Green Goblin Satin Green. That's basically. And the reason why I call it Green Goblin Satin Green or Satin Green Goblin is because of. Because if you look. Okay, so. How many of you guys have seen the original Spider-Man movie? With Tobey Maguire. Yeah, him. And if you look at the Green Goblin in that movie, do you notice a shade of green that is hard to pinpoint? Yeah, it's that green. It's just basically what it is. Um, well, yeah, it's crazy how this, as I kid you not, this vehicle has went through many phases in throughout the DSP games. This is the supreme Huracan. This was, oh my goodness, what else is there? This was the beauty Huracan. This right here is the the Green Goblin Huracan. And needs to be Unbound. This was, oh my goodness. Oh, this was the half. Oh yeah, Unbound was the half and half Huracan. So this I'm giving this a 8 out of 10, and the reason I'm giving it 8 because thank goodness they actually nerfed the mess out of it it um needs to be heat and needs to be Unbound because my god, you know what? If you're wondering, this car was meta for drifting. Yeah, a Huracan. No, a Lamborghini Huracan being meta in drifting of all things. Not in straight up speed. Okay, let's think about it. It's not the speed you have to worry about. It's the scoring you have to worry about. Up next, it is the Acura RSX-S from 2004. Even though I prefer the 2006 model, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Alright, so this is. Oh no, I get it, I get it. So, I was wondering, I think I downloaded this one. Excuse me. See, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Let me use the 5370Z. Let's go library. Do, do. Wait, found it. This is. Yeah, this one's. I think that one's downloaded. I don't know. But yeah. Oh shoot, completely forgot about that. Hold on, there we go. Now it's there. All right, so. As I think we're at the Wait, shoot on. I went too far. No, I went too far. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this is. So I was wondering, this is a recreation of the Vortex Integra. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is downloaded, if I remember correctly. Well, yeah. Underground, other underground. Anyways, next we have the. Oh my goodness. So, long story short, this is the poster car for the channel. This is a Mazda RX-7 FD, and for those wondering, this is what I would do if I actually have an FD. So there's that, to say the least. But because I don't have a license, and not to mention all the tears are coming out, they're like, oh, well, the only way to actually get it is literally get a full rolling chassis. It's like, really? I don't need to get a rolling chassis in order to actually make ends meet. My goodness. But yeah, the vehicle itself, I'm not gonna lie, this actually is a really cool vehicle to have. I just do wish we have. I'm not gonna actually do wish we had some SSR Professor SP1s. Uh, and you know the crazy part about all this? They outdated the wheels literally in Need to Be Unbound, and they are not the same wheels as they are now. I'm just saying. But this is a 8 out of 10. That's all I gotta say. Subaru WRX STI from 2010 of all years. Now, for those that are not too familiar with the WRXs, they go by eyes. So round one total knockout. Oh my god. So was wondering, this is the Stink Eye. The Sting Eye is from 2010 all the way to 2009. Wait, no, 2009 all the way to 2014, if I remember correctly, because the next generation is 2015 and newer, and then we have the WRX from 2022. So there's that, to say the least. This is actually one of the many Vars vehicles I have, other than the Evo. So there's that, to say the least. This is I gotta give this an 8. Another 8 out of 10. Man, keep getting these cars up. 10, 10, 10. Total smash. No joke about it. Oh my goodness. So for those that are wondering, I recreated a Camaro that is a homage of the Chevrolet Impala I had in Midnight Club, Los Angeles. Uh, which was wondering, it is a shadow silver, um, yeah, it's a blue shadow silver with black and chrome wheels, with the aforementioned Midnight Club on the license plate. So there's that. Anyways, is a for those wondering, this is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, 10 out of 10 total smash. Because that's also 10. This is It's like, wait, what's all these 10s? Well, long story short, this is one of many cars I recreated in from CSR2 that I did Need Speed Heat. I didn't do the same with Need Speed Unbound because, well, like I said, the freaking livery thing has been fixed. Hopefully they fixed it in the next game, which I doubt they'll do. But hey, a guy can dream, right? This is, but yeah, this actually is one of those type of things that you will usually see every so often. So, this is a 9 out of 10. Well, no, 10 out of 10. My bad. Up next, Dodge Charger. Oh lord. What the heck was I thinking? Oh my god. Alright, so yeah. Black on matte black on carbon wheels. I think they're carbon, I don't know. But that's basically what it is. So this is a 4. I'm sorry. This is like, here's the thing, I love the Dodge Charger, I really do, but I'm a Chevy guy, and looking at this now versus what I did to the car literally a few years ago, I'm not gonna lie, I've been like, you do realize that I'm like, man, you do realize that the car is cambering out. This is like, looking at past me, Danny, I was like, dude, you do realize that the vehicle is not gonna lower any, it's not gonna bag out any lower because you have the freaking fender flares on. That's basically what it is. Up next we have. Oh, this is my V8 AMG. Okay. A V8 845 AMG with the Need Speed World inspired livery, and I love it. This is but yeah, it's crazy to look at this car now versus these Unbound where this one is cool. The other one I just bought just because. Up next, oh, also this is a 6 out of 10. Up next, the Plymouth Barracuda, from 1970. I actually, I'm not gonna lie, I actually do dig this one. The cars on SSRs this is actually one of the few cars I have in this game that has SSRs on. And I gave it the 71 look to it. Because you have the gills, you have the split grille, you have the dual headlights, um, you have the wing, we have obviously the tail lights and the reverse lights. That's basically it for the most part. So I basically just restomize the mess out of it. Also give the also actually kept the hood. So this is a 8 out of 10. All right. Oh God. Cease and desist, I will cease and desist, because why in the world not? Anyway, so we have the you have the Subaru WRX-60 from 2006. Um, Fun fact, this originally, um, in terms of the vehicle, so vehicles wise, in the series I was legit making at the time, um, I actually wanted to actually have this vehicle on wed Borfets, not Borfets, Borfest wheels. Unfortunately, they didn't have that in the game, and I don't know what's the closest wheel to said what's the wheel to said model of the wheel. So we had to go with different wed wheels. That's basically what happened. So this was not to mention the car's customization is incredible from when first debut. Actually, matter of fact, I don't think anybody actually noticed there was a '06 Hawkeye STI in the game. Um, but yeah, this is a 6 out of 10. Just because how low key the car is. If you looking through the actual menu and it's like, yeah, there's that. Up next, at the 448 GTB. Now, for those that are not too familiar with this vehicle, the car itself is cool, but there was a glitch part where you can actually where you had a I do believe it was a pista wing on a car like this. When I was like, oh, that's not gonna lie, that's kind of sick. Actually, you do want that on the vehicle, but they took it out. Took out the next update. It's like, no, I wanted that. Darn you. Anyways, we have also this is a 6 out of 10. So darn you, cease and desist. Anyways, Porsche 918 Spider from 2018 or 2015. My bad. Wait. Oh my goodness. I have to stand up. Hold on. This is 2015. Okay. So 1200 horsepower, 4.6 liter V8, and it is a Tron car. That's basically what it is. Um, Car looks amazing. That's all that matters. The car looks amazing. This actually reminded me of um, maybe the special edition of this car from Needs to Be the Run. I forgot what that variant is called, but it was black with like green styling on the headlights, on the hood, on the bonnet. My bad. Fender flares, door vent, and the rear end as well. So there's that, to say the least. We have the Camaro Z28 from 2014, and I didn't bother converting it to a Z01, the previous gen Z01, because why in the world would I do that? Alright, that sounds stupid as is. So, for those that are wondering, you can actually do a pre-phase Camaro in the game, and I was like, wait, you can do a pre-phase Camaro? It needs to be heat. Oh snap! Hold on a second. And you end up doing that, and it's like, okay, that's not bad at all. That's actually kind of cool. Alright, up next, we have the McLaren F1, which I keep on calling the McLaren P1 or McLaren F1. How am I supposed to say it without, uh, people like, dude, that's so true. This car is a pay to win on crack. I am not joking when I say this car is literally a pay to win. I'm not kidding when I say it's a pay to win on crack. This is what it is. This is so. For those who are wondering, this car is a so there was the black market update where there are two vehicles. Okay, one car was for free and is already available, but in order to complete the other one, you have to pay $5 for it. Which TLDR is this car. So I'm over here. I'm like, what the heck? Yo, why is there somebody with Class 1s here? And it turns out this car is annoyingly fast for what it is. So, yeah, for those are still not convinced, well, let's just say this. If you're not using the RSR, you're probably using this. So, yeah, long story short, this car is quite figuratively and literally a pay-to-win car on crack. So, yeah, pay-to-win car on crack. Anyways, up next we have a Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec from 1993. I absolutely love this generation of R32, Nissan Skyline. Now, I was wondering, okay, why do I like this one more than the R34? Well, unlike the R34 where it got famous for all the movies and TV shows, this car has some racing legacy. Matter of fact, the car itself has won 29 out of 29 races. And the Austrians got so butthurt they abandoned the car the next year. So there's that, to say the least. Um, but hey, this is Godzilla out of 10. Up next, we have the GT3 RS. Oh snap! Okay, so for those that are not too familiar, I actually did yeah, I recreated this car from. Well, it's not recreated. Hold on. Let me check if it's downloaded because if I say like I created this one, it's like okay, hold on a second. See, no, I didn't recreate this. No, this is not downloaded actually. Okay, yeah, we're good. So yeah, this is actually what it is. I do like my Porsches. But the greatest car that needs to be on the cover is basically the most underrated vehicle that only showed up in 2 games was definitely the BMW M6. Hold on, I'm looking for the freaking. Where is? Oh, there you go. All right. All right, there we go. Now we can actually take a look at the rest of the vehicles. Uh, All right, up next it is the Angel R, aka the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTL 1971. And for those wondering, yes, this thing does have a V8 from the AMG GTR. I think that's what it is. Um, yeah, not gonna lie, not gonna lie, the more just makes it stupid fast for what it is. Actually, and the crazy part is this is actually one of the oldest cars that has extensive amount of customization. Yeah, the car is older than the 240Z. That's how customizable the car is. So yeah, that's a 9 out of 10. Up next, the Lamborghini Aventador S, which I did a red variant of the car. Um, versus the versus the blue, which I'm not gonna lie, the blue looks cool, but the red looks phenomenal. That's basically what it is. Um, like this is actually one of the many vehicles that I normally don't use, and it's probably because I actually use it for like show cars, actually for car shows in New Speed about. So yeah, this is a 9 out of 10, to say the least. Up next, for GT. Oh God. Oh no. What was my younger self thinking? Mystic. Oh, I get it. So for those wondering, this is Mystachrome. This is a rare Ford color that is usually in specific models of Fords that unfortunately you couldn't even get because it's it's like you cannot share family secrets, bro. It's like, okay, that makes no sense. All right. um, but yeah, this is Mr. Chrome out of 10. Up next, the BMW M4 M40, not M40. Jeez, yeah, the BMW M4, which was the one. Yes, this one is actually downloaded because I was actually as I was recreating the vehicles from DSP, from all the I was very similarly recreating the vehicles from the covers of Need for Speed games. So yeah, I ended up recreating, well, except for the parts. The parts itself is actually not that bad. Um, but I do have this car in the game, so there's that to say the least. So this is supposed to be a rendition of the M3 GTR, except done in a no limit style. So there's that at least. Oh, and here's the funny part. The original vehicle came in the game a couple of years later. It's like, yeah, that game came out in 2015, so there's that. Up next, oh, and also 8 out of 10. I do like my M4s. Anyway, up next we have we have the Chevrolet Bel Air from 1965. That's right, 19. Yeah, well, no, 1955. My bad. I'm like, wait, 65. um, so I did a. I don't know why I did. Actually, the only thing I did to it was literally just have the top and the top, the roof and part of the car, metallic white, or let's say metallic silver on. Um, I think this is like a old fashioned red. That's what I call it, old fashioned red. So yeah, it's one of the cleaner vehicles I actually did. So this gives me a basically a 6 out of 10, because I do love my Bel Airs. Wasn't wondering which Bel Air I actually do like. It is the 57 and the 64. That's basically it. Literally just those two. Um, Up next is the ZR2. Um, So this is the ZR2 Chevrolet Colorado with the Forge motor attached to it. So I did a white ghost um, livery for it. So if you see like an actual design on the vehicle, or you just see like a giant HRE logo on the side, that's because well I went with a white on white type deal, and it worked out pretty well, I guess. I don't know. And it's actually pretty cool. So this is a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. Um, Up next is a Sylvia on a Vertex kit on Workmeister. No, that's not. Wait, those are not Workmeisters. Those are Work VS double X's. Uh, Really good looking wheel and a really good looking body kit. Um, but yeah, it's pretty cool to say the least. But yeah, this actually is a pretty interesting thing. Actually, the craziest part is that the only difference between this and Unbound actually end up painting it like a end up painting a lavender blue and lavender purple, like a light lavender purple. So there's that to say the least. Um, so yeah, 6 out of 10. Up next we have the Polestar Wine, which um, this is my interpretation of the Polestar One. Um, and fun fact, actually saw this car at the LA Auto Show a couple years back, and I'm not gonna lie, the car looks phenomenal in person. Um, I think I felt the moment actually trying to recreate the vehicle from Need Speed Unbound, and I did a terrible job with it because it was, I kid you not, it was red and white. That was the red on white, no questions asked. Rotor fronts in the rear, turbo fans in the front, all good. But then I was like, you know what? Let's add more to it. So I ended up doing the gradient circle thing for the most part, and it took uh, the rear half of the vehicle and one of the colors mismatched. So yeah, basically, if I had time to redo one of the deliveries I did for Needs Bound, it would definitely be the Polestar. Because I actually doubt that the most when it comes to stuff like that. Anyway, up next we have and also 9 out of 10. I actually do love the Polestar. Up next is the Audi S5 Sportback, aka my VIP. My VIP stand. I can speak to my VIP stance. Audi A5 Sportback. Now, I would have been fine with it if it was the original S5. I kid you not, the S5 is a coupe, not a hatch. It's not just a hatch, but it's also not a sedan either. So the Sportback literally just makes it like, oh, you guys want 4 doors? I got you 4 doors. Boom, S5 Sportback was a hatch. so this was so this was this vehicle, if I remember correctly, I was hosting a Stance Wars for this game, and the crazy part is that I think if anything, it did pretty well for what it was. So there's that. Up next, and also 7 out of 10. Next we have, oh my goodness. Alright, I might as well explain it. So, this vehicle has been recreated so much. I'm over like, okay, who's gonna recreate the vehicle this time? Um, yeah, it was interesting. It was pretty cool for the most part. Also, this thing has a rotary. So this is a 8 out of 10. Oh, next, the Lemon Gig. Oh my god. No! Oh no! What? Oh my goodness. What in the world is my younger self thinking? V12 Life as a license plate. Oh my god. Okay. So, I thinking. So what? So, in terms of the thought process of my younger self, I actually wanted to recreate it, something from Moroboshi-san's styling, which, what I was wondering, is really loud Lambo, crazy looking colors on the car, and lastly, a full-on custom thing for the most part. But what the what's my younger self thinking? This this Diablo did not deserve it. This, what the heck? Oh my god! What was my younger self thinking? It's two different. It's two different colors. It yeah. Oh my goodness! It looks so off. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks so off. Oh my goodness, yeah, no, I'm sorry. 1 out of 10. Wait, no, no, scratch that. This is not even a. It's not even a. This is a no out of 10. Oh my goodness, is this hot? Heck nah. What in the world is wrong with my younger self? All right, so this one. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't bother doing this one because this is a recent vehicle, so there's that. Up next. Okay, so this is a completely different variant of the S15 Sylvia. Is there any liveries for S15? Yes, there was. Okay, so that's okay. That not gonna lie, that's pretty interesting to say the least. All right. Before we go any further, let me just pull this out, and then there you go. Now we can actually take a look at the vehicle in of itself. There you go. I don't know why. That's it. That's the crazy part. I don't know why it didn't bother like showing the livery. That's freaking insane. So, obviously we have another vehicle is VS double X's. So this is a Garage Mac S15, and I think the only thing that changed with this one versus the one in Unbound is the one in Unbound actually is like a full-on drift car, and yeah, it actually looks amazing to say the least. This one on the other hand, it's actually clean. It's a street type of thing. It's a street build. Also, 10 out of 10. I do love my S15s. Up next is the Mercury Cougar XR7. And, okay. So, for those that are new to the channel and oh my goodness. Alright. This is how this car was made famous for this channel. So I remember back when this when Heat wasn't even out yet, and as a matter of fact, he wasn't even in the conversation. But Need to See Payback 2018, if I remember correctly. Um, and I was actually approached by a team, a drifting team, where they use where they use S13, specifically the S13 Sylvias. And not gonna lie, it was. I'm like, okay, I haven't joined this team. I haven't joined that team yet. The team looks cool. But the requirements are a little iffy. So the requirement is that it has to be an S13. It has to be either a rating of 180 to 240. Keep in mind how difficult that sounds. Alright, most people wouldn't bother doing 180 or 240. Nah, they go 399 or nothing at all. That's basically what it was. That's basically that mentality. It's like, oh, 180 or 240? Nah, I'm going all in. I ain't going full on, I'm going full on upgrades. But then it's like, okay, it's like, okay, that's cool. Like, let me show you mine. And when it comes to like the Mercury Cougars, um, one of the members was like, "What have you done with the vehicle?" And it's like, and keep in mind, this was recreated from the M5 trailer. Yeah, the M5 trailer. And I was like, "Oh, that car looks sick." You know what? I want to recreate when I get the game. So got the game, bought the Mercury Cougar, recreated as best as I can, and TLDR, it still looks good. this, uh, yeah, it's like, nah, you don't, like, nah, what are you doing with this vehicle? Why is there Japanese stuff in an American car? Like, why is this? What's that? And like, nah, take that mess off. I'm like, well, like, take that mess off. And I was like, hey, keep in mind, I thought it was like, man, man, you know what? That that noise. I'm not joining this team when someone judges a person with all the car's taste. I'm good. It's like, okay. And it's like, you know what? Let me revert this back to what it was. And it's like, okay, wide body, big wheels, aero bits, exhaust, and basically any modern adaptation at this point. It's like, okay, yeah, we're good to go. And thus the license plate, stay hating. It's just because a lot of pure muscle car guys will be like, what have you done with this car? This car did not design. It's like, stay hating. This was my this is my villain arc moment. It's like, you know what? Everybody else, this is my car. I can do what I want with it. Up next, it is the NSX Type R92. So unlike the white and pink, this is fully black on chrome on black. That's excuse me. But yeah, it is very interesting to look at. And matter of fact, I think it's actually one of the rare times where I didn't rocket my a car like this. Whereas with these Alabama, I did anyways because it was the styling. It's like, oh, express yourself. It's like, okay. So I ended up because I actually do. Here's the crazy part is that I do the styling in these Alabama is because of the smoke color and everything. Excuse me. The tags. That's basically what it is. Uh, Next is another accurate. Oh, I remember this one. This is my stanced VA SWAT RSX Type S, and unlike the 350Z and the 370Z, not 350, unlike the 370Z, this actually makes sense. The carbon trunk, carbon fenders, carbon hood on bronze CR Kawamis, which I'm not gonna lie, looks actually kind of sick. Next is my BMW i8. Oh, and also, oh shoot, I forgot to rate them. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Alright, up next, it is, oh, and also, I saw this one as well. The BMW i8, i8 Coupe. So, the crazy thing about this car is that a lot of vehicles I didn't suspect to actually be in the game. I didn't suspect the Audi i8, the BMW i8 to be in this game. Like, great. It's like, okay, cool as it sounds. I don't think doesn't. I don't think anybody want a car like this in the game. And it's like, okay, that's cool. But then it's like, oh, here it is. It's like, yo, what the heck? So yeah, I did a whole speed artist thing again, but this time did a full-on race car spec. Uh, Although I actually do kind of wish that the wing would, expand a lot more because hold on a second. Let me just turn this around. Alright, so we got, yeah, the wide body is wider than the wing. What in the world is this? Yeah, the wide body is wider than the wing itself. Something is definitely wrong. But yeah, this is not bad. It's not as bad as the Diablo, but it's not that bad. This is a 6 out of 10. Up next, the Ford freaking Mustang Boss 302. This is a 9 out of 10. And the reason why I say it's a 9 out of 10 is because of the history because of my history with this vehicle. So, for those are wondering, I created the Horizon Mustang back in 2012, 2013. And I wanted the vehicle. This was around Midnight Club, Los Angeles. So, yeah, long story short, I beat the time trial, to get the Mustang, tuned the Mustang up the wazoo, and then fully customized my vehicle, including adding a full-on blower. Uh, yeah, they say, not a blower, a bug catcher to the vehicle, and I'm like, yo, this looks sick. And keep in mind, this was on. Keep in mind, it was on on American Racing Wheels. So there's that for the most part. Anyways, this is a 8 out of 10. Uh, really love that vehicle. Up next, it is this is my stance. This is my Stance Focus RS. Oh my goodness, it has been a minute. Um. 9 out of 10. I actually did love driving this vehicle. Up next, we have, okay, so we have the final RX-7, the FD RX-7. Actually do like how it looks. And this is the Rin FD RX-7, and keep in mind, it was supposed to be. Like I said, it's supposed to be in the series, but I decided to not do it because of how long it will take to do said series. But that's just my personal opinion. So also, 8 out of 10. Up next we have the Asura R34. This car has been recreated more times than I could possibly count. I am not joking when I say that. Now, for those that are not too familiar with so for those who are not too familiar with the Asura R34, this was This was recreated. So it was first created. It was created in Tokyo Street Racer Drift 2, and this thing was sliding. This thing was fast as heck. And last but certainly not least, the vehicle was dominating. It was a full. It came out that it was. It came out I was doing. I was doing it with just regular old parts, and then look up a guide, and I done all the critical tuning to the vehicle, which cage not made 1,000 horsepower. And holy crap, how the heck did I not make this vehicle before? Anyway, so the vehicle itself is basically it is what it looks like. It is a full-blown race car, and it's been recreated more times than possibly count. So, I ended up recreating the vehicle back in Need for Speed 2015, and then I recreated it in Need for Speed Payback, then Need for Speed Heat, and then its recent adaptation was Need for Speed Unbound. Unfortunately, Need for Speed Unbound doesn't have all the stuff I actually wanted, and it looked kind of tacky. And not to mention, they took out the Sunline racing parts for it, which I was like, dude, freaking why? Like, it makes no sense. Like, COS is in the game, you could use that as well. Like, what in the world? We have the Pontiac Firebird from 1977. Full wide body. Oh my goodness, I actually do love this body kit. Show car. It's basically a full blown show car. 9 out of 10. Up next is the Aventador SVJ Roadster. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually one of the more cleaner Lambos I actually have. Like, the only thing that was done to it was basically the wrap, as well as wheels. That's basically it. Everything else is a-okay. Also, 10 out of 10. We have the GTR Premium of 2017, black on white Liberty Wall kit. That's not bad. Oh, Prost. Oh no! Alright. So for those that are not too familiar, like I said, I did a live stream where I did all oh my goodness, I did all the vehicles from all the cover cars from the Need for Speed game. So there's that Italy. So yeah. Customization is phenomenal. I actually do like, well, except for the power. The power could have been a little bit more. But just saying. This is an 8. Not, it's not. Keep giving my cards 8s. I think give this one a 6. Because, obviously, this looks like something I told you I would have. Anyway, up next, a Ford Mustang from 1965 with a cease and assist V8. And calling this one the Fordari is basically what it is. Oh my goodness. So, what is the Fordari? It is a 488 pista motor inside of a Ford Mustang. I get it. Okay. But yeah, the car is not bad. It's not as powerful as I thought it would be, because obviously the power is there. Except for the top speed and acceleration. It could have been better. Just saying. So this I'm going to give a 4. This is all I would give this car for. That's basically what it is. Countach. Oh snap! All right, so was I wondering? Yes, this was the Vice City. The Vice City vehicle in the Let's Play. So I decided to do a Kaiser Salim. A Kaiser Salim. Lamborghini Lamborghini Countach, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of sick. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, all 350/52s, along with turbofan wheels, And I think that's about it. Yeah, everything else is like, okay, it could have been better, but could have been worse. Yeah, we're fine. Anyway, so up next, it is the, oh god, this is my wide body 991 Carrera. And it had the, oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the most wanted 2012 cover car. Um, yeah. Um, this is not a, so yeah, not a turbo S out of 10. That's basically what it is. So Honda S2000. Actually, this was not as bad as I thought it was. Probably because it has a carbon trunk and carbon innards on the roof, so there's that. Uh, Overall, it looks really good for what it has. This is a 6 out of 10. And for the one, no, I'm not gonna count the bonus vehicles, so there's that to say the least. Um, so that means that it would have been 101 cars actually. So there's that. Next, the Fairlady 240ZG from 1971. Um, and oh my goodness, it's on some works. It is on works. Specifically, the Workmeister S1's uh, two-piece S1 two-piece wheels. And okay, I know it's not just me, but how many of you guys actually have done this before? The you put the regular S1s in the front, and then you put the deep dish S1s in the rear. How many people have done that before? That's probably gonna be the question for you guys in the community. How many of you guys have put deep dish wheels in the rear, but put regular wheels in the front? Now, how many of you guys had done that and not do full? Oh, there you go. This full deep dish all around. Anyways, this is a 9 out of 10. I actually do love this one. Up next we have the Honda Civic Type R from 2000. This is actually one of those cars that you don't see this car being clean, but holy crap, it's clean. Well yeah, this is a 9 out of 10. I actually do love this car. Up next we have the Asnor and DB11 Volante. So unlike its V12 coupe brother, this is a full-on V8, and this is the convertible model. So I'm not gonna lie, that's irony in of itself. So TLDR, the car is a V8, but it's a convertible, but the coupe is a V12, and it's a coupe has a V12, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I felt about that one after saying it out loud. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie, this is a 3. I mean, the car looks cool, but this is a 3. We have a MX-5 from 1996. This is the NA model. And fun fact, I actually did this one. I did recreate this vehicle. And this one has the 3-liter inline-6. I think this one the M3, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's interesting for the most part, and yeah, it's actually likable. Up next is and also Miata out of 10. Miata is always the answer. That's basically what it is. Oh my goodness. Alright, up next is the Acura NSX from 2017. This is the NC1 model. And I decided to recreate it, or basically recreate / pay homage to Doc Zillis' NSX, which I think he still has. It's probably a different color now, or a different spec to say the least. But yeah, this one's actually not that bad. This is a 7. I think this one a 7. AMG GT, okay. Um, okay, this is not bad. I think. Oh no, actually, you know what? I think this was the AMG Black Series before the AMG Black Series was a thing. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a. I'm gonna give this one a 6. It's not a bad car. I do love how I do love the V8 that it has, but it's not competitive. And not to mention, it looks good, but it looks better stock. So there's that, to say the least. Up next is the M3 from 2006, and it is completely different from the M3 GTR. And before you guys ask, yes, I did actually have some parts from the Pandem kit implemented onto the vehicle, as well as the M2 design, and many, many more. Just say. And I already know you guys be like, what, you didn't recreate the M3 GTR? You didn't recreate M3 GTR? M3 GTR, M3 GTR, guys. Not every single vehicle has to be the M3 GTR. Let the matter rest. Matter of fact, let that car rest. It's been too many games. My goodness. Alright, up next is the Dodge Challenger SRT 8. Oh, and also, uh, 8 out of 10. Up next, we have the Dodge Challenger SRT 8 from 2014. Looks to be, really making it look like the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat from 2015. And for those that are wondering, the Liberty Walk kit is actually a real life kit. They have a real life Liberty Walk kit for the Challenger. And once again, this is my twist on the CSR2 Dodge Challenger, because the Dodge Challenger in CSR2, the original was green and it had gold, and so it's black on gold rims. That's basically no, it's gold on black rims on the green Dodge Challenger. It looked kind of tacky, and then wanted to give us a regular Challenger SRT Hellcat wide body. They have this specific color that I actually wanted to have on the vehicle, so there's that, to say the least. So this is a 10 in my opinion. This is a 10 out of 10. I actually did love it. Up next is a Cease and Assist 458 Spider. Yes, the Cease and Assist jokes are still coming in, even though it's not in Gran Turismo. But yeah, it's okay. I'm not gonna lie, my younger self did a good job with this one. So white on black. Actually, it's not even just white. This is satin white. This is satin white on gloss black. That's not bad. You know what? No, young me, you're getting a round of applause, because my goodness, it's actually not that bad looking. And this bag too. All right, go younger me. Up next is the 718 Spider GTS. Now, looking at this now, I think I know what. No, oh, I get it. Alright, so for those that are not too familiar with the white on white with the blue headlights, this was a trend in Need for Speed to Run, where certain cars had colored headlights. I am not joking when I say that. So yeah, so for those wondering, yes, the car did have blue headlights as well as blue taillights. How the heck does that make sense? Is beyond me. Um, Up next is and also it's a 5. It's not good. It's not bad either. It's just meh. Up next we have the Aston Martin DB5 from 1964, fully resto modded, and it's quick, but it's not RSR quick. Let's be honest here. It's quick, but it's not RSR quick. So this, I gotta give this one a, I got to say 4. Yeah, I'm finna give this a 4 out of 10 because the car looks cool, but then again, it's okay. It's not good. It's not great. It's okay. It's not bad. That's one thing for sure. But it's okay. Up next, Sylvia S. Oh God, this thing. We have a Rocket Bunny kit, and it's not showing. Thanks, game. Anyway, where is it? Where is the vet? There you go. Where is the vet? Alright. Alright, so we're in the final stretch of vehicles. Right, so for those that did not get to participate, though, fret. You guys can actually participate in the comments. So, there's that for the most part. Alright, up next we have the Sylvia S15 Rocket Bunny variant, and it's one of those it's one of those moments like, oh, it's a Rocket Bunny car. Great. It's like, oh no, not another Rocket Bunny car. What shall we do? But yeah, the car itself is not bad. This is okay. I'm not gonna hold you. How many of us actually were wondering where the heck the indicator for the front end, where the front end is? Because normally, when it comes to cars, when it comes to the S15s, specifically their Rocket Bunny kits, they usually have the indicators on the bottom part of on the bottom of the headlight. So where the heck is that? And also we need better tech for cars like this. So this is a okay. I'm not gonna hold you. This is a 5. I know I've given the other Sylvias like higher ratings, but this one's a 5 because it's not bad, it's not good. Keep in mind, I'm judging these cars off of now versus back in 2019, 2020 type timeline. So there's that to say the least. So this is a 5. Up next, we got ourselves a Corvette. Oh God. We got a Corvette. God, what the heck? Okay. So, oh God, execution. So for those that are wondering, this was my other drag car, other than the Mustang. The Mustang is a junk junk Mustang. This is a pro. This is a TX. This is a Texas 2K type car. That's basically what it is. It's a Texas 2K car. Obviously it has 1,000 horsepower. Probably twin turbocharged because you never know. And yeah, that's basically it. Alright, this is a Texas 2K out of 10. And last but not least, we have 2 more. We have the BRZ Premium from 2014. Okay, I dig it. Oh, the Invader plate. So, for those who are wondering, this thing has the 4-liter V8, but it's from the M3 GTR, and I don't know if it's just me, but holy crap, the car sounds amazing. So yeah, this is a. Oh, and not to mention, I recreated this livery from Easter 2015. I didn't recreate it in Payback. But I did recreate in heat, so there's that for the most part. So this is a I have to say this is a 6. This is a 6 out of 10 because card's cool, fast as heck, but it doesn't have that much acceleration. Alright, up next we have the season assist at 40. Um, and I made it to a F40 LM with 1552 F40 wheels. So we have an F40 within an F40 within an F40. So good. It's an F40 on F40 wheels. That's actually I'm not gonna lie. That's actually sick. It looks cool. Um, I don't think many people thought of using 5052 as a wheel for a season assist at 40, but hey, that's basically near here or there. Um, the car looks great. I'm not gonna lie. So this is my first 10 out of 10, and it's from the season assist. That's that's rare. It's one of those rare moments. This is one of those rare moments, guys. So if you end up watching this video, if you watch this live stream on video on demand, and you end up um, commenting on this live stream, um, so there's three things that what that really guys want to say about about my cars. Um, your thoughts on the car list, cars. Thoughts on the collection overall, favorite and least favorite. So literally just those three. So, oh, and your reasons too. So there's that. Yeah, this is a 10, and this is coming from the season assist. And last but certainly not least, we have the Corvette Grand Sprawl God. Of all things. No. Alright, so yeah. Okay, so we have the Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport from 2017. And keep in mind around that time the Corvette was already out, and I think Ghost didn't have enough money for the C7 in these 2015, so he got in the C7 2 years later. So there's lots of delays. Anyway, so this car is a power design kit, basically matter of fact, a power design full kit on HREs. Along with a duck lip, and there's a oh my god, this is ZR1 bumper on the car. Why is there a badge there? I'm done. Okay. Okay, it's a Lambo green on carbon with blue seats. Even though I do kind of wish I actually can change the seats around. And it had oh god, that's the color shifting yeah, color shift headlights. So this is a okay, so long story short, this is so looks wise it could have been better. Power wise it's actually phenomenal. Like 1,137 horsepower. So yeah, long story short, overall, it is a. Last one is actually a. I'm sorry, Corey, but this is a 4. The car. So I think I did better with Payback and Unbound than what I did with Heat. So there's that for the most part. So with that out of the way, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next. Like I said, if you end up watching this on demand, um, thoughts on my collection overall. favorite and least favorite vehicle and the reasons why. So with that out of the way, and keep in mind that this is a critique type of live stream. From what I've seen from my younger self to now me being 26, it could have been better. I'm not gonna lie, it could have been better, but it's not bad. It could have been better, but it's not bad. That's how I thought about it. So yeah, without further ado, hope you guys enjoy this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next. Also, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are still around. And last but certainly not least, um, least, Monday I would. So yeah, Monday is the last day for me to actually uh, do live streams for it. And the reason is because the 13th is the last day for me to have PS Plus. So yeah, that's basically it. So without any further ado, this is Goddrifter signing off, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.